just one word that I can say.
It's 3 a.m. on a Tuesday afternoon, and I'm staring into my soul, here represented somehow by the front yard. The rain pelts figuratively against the melted sand as I look back on my previous reviews of the Pokemon movies, the visions stained sepia by my own razor-edged insecurities. I've made so many mistakes, from inadvertently insulting my apparently substantial transvestite fanbase to not giving proper credit for a picture I used. I suddenly see the picture before me clear as day, the adorable representations of legendary dragons mocking me with their happy expressions and clean lines. The artist responsible, Nux the Killer, was not credited in that video, and now no one will ever know that she's an awesome artist with a great DeviantArt account that everybody should check out. It can be depressing being a modestly successful reviewer in this crazy world. I wonder what Linkara's up to.
Man, I hate overblown noir narration. It sickens my soul to the very pit of my being, like milk on my cereal. The darkness within me cries for vengeance on a world that allows such melodramatic tripe to be published in any form. It sickens my soul. The air touches my skin and I feel it without seeing. My thoughts turn like a seabird in the family Sternidae towards a simpler time without crappy narration. Those Pokemon reviews, they were cool. Cool as the ice in my soul after reading a bad Daredevil comic. Honestly, you start thinking in bad narration after one of those. I wonder like a fox what Juario is doing.
Cats are funny.
I realize it's been a while since my last real Pokemon review. Episodes and shorts are all well and good, but I know what I have to do if I want to achieve my greatest desire.
The Pokemon MMO. It doesn't seem possible, with over 13 movies still to review. Am I really strong enough to last through the advanced generation? I'm not sure it's even... Dude, I wasn't finished!
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hey, as long as you guys are breaking at least 7 laws of physics, you up for another review?
You know, this really shouldn't be possible.
Oh, and it's somehow more plausible to just talk into the camera and have them magically able to hear you?
Good point. By the way, Phalos, are you just drawn to pockets of meta activity or something?
I can't really help it. Not many people know this, but I'm actually Phalos, the long-forgotten Greek god of metaphysical paradoxes and plot holes! Also cats.
Really?
No, you idiot! Said just be stupid! Honestly, sometimes I don't even know why I bother recording this footage and sending it over to be edited.
So... Pokemon?
Pokemon!
Awesome!
Hey Linkara, hey Jewel. Ah!
Hey Suede, do you like the new look? I downloaded the texture
You
pack.
get that face out of my face this instant.
Are we really gonna do this every time? Look, this is where Pokemon is going. You saw the X and Y trailer.
Yeah, who would have guessed Nintendo would team up with Coldplay?
Okay, look. I don't want to get into trouble with, I don't know, the just out of botched plastic surgery section of my fan base, so I'm not gonna say anything. Let's just let the admin decide. Ready when you are, Mr. Big Screen.
I have a name, you know. Oh, sweet Georgia Brown, what happened to his face? He looked like a wiener covered in mustard.
So, you like it? I thought I'd keep up with the cutting edge of technology and...
I feel like using a cutting edge right now. You will be advised if our assets are to change. Get that pixelated abomination off of your skin or you will be banned forthwith.
Okay, fine.
That's right. The last thing we need in the game is more ugly character design. We got enough complaints about Trubbish. Actually, the next movie you'll be shown has better CGI than that thing, and it's 12 years old. Behold your third trial. Pokemon the Movie 3. The Spell of the Unknown.
Shouldn't that be Pokemon 3 the movie?
You really can't tell from the poster, can you?
Shut up. Laugh it up while you can, chuckleheads. This movie is notorious for being hard to make fun of. Your attempts to pick it apart will be of great interest to me. Us.
Is that a challenge?
Bring it on, Zardoz.
Gaze into the abyss.
Pokemon 3 came out in the year 2001, when the original zeitgeist was just starting to cool down from a global phenomenon to a simmering hardcore fandom, much like Star Wars before the prequels came out. This was the last movie to receive a wide theatrical release outside of Japan, with all future movies receiving either a limited run or just going straight to DVD or even a Cartoon Network premiere. Everything seems so, I don't know, less this time round. Less hype, less fans, less marketing. It was as if the company was manufacturing a quiet retirement for the franchise. Honestly, it was really weird. The first one was hyped through the roof, as you'd expect. The second one, arguably even more so, considering how world-shattering they made it look. But then it was just, hey you guys, new movie coming out, go see it and stuff.
You only got one trading card, too.
You know, with that kind of understated marketing, you'd almost think they were trying to hide something. Well, I guess we'd better find out if it lived up to its anti-hype.
Yeah, I bet it was like a low-budget filler movie so that the company could buy time for their next big project. Sorry, let's see how it opens.
It opens with a flawlessly executed multi-plane animation sequence.
Yeah. Seriously, this was not what I was expecting. I mean, let's see. The first movie started with freaking bubbles. The second one began with a half-decent shot of the ocean. But here, the assets are well animated. The movement is crisp. There's even a pull focus, guys. An honest to Arceus pull focus. This is the kind of opening that really sucks you in. And since the setting is more intimate, that's really what you need to engage your audience. This is the way to open a sequence.
Suede, you're drooling.
Oh, sorry. Hey!
Dude, it's the first shot. It's cool you like it, but geez, no need to go Mr. Plinkett on it.
You're right. Let's see what's actually going on behind that gorgeous opening. Ow!
The house, it seems, belongs to a filthy rich family consisting of a loving father and his daughter. It's bedtime, and the father, sporting a mullet to make Kurt Russell blush, is showing his daughter a book on legendary Pokemon.
These are legendary Pokemon, Molly.
This is the one you're looking for, isn't it?
Yes, I've been looking for it ever since... for a long time now.
It looks funny.
Funny? Oh, we are so kidnapping her dad.
Last I checked, Unown isn't a legendary Pokemon. It's arguably the easiest to find Pokemon in Gold and Silver. Heck, you can't even cheat like with Arcanine and say it's a legendary species of Pokemon. Also, I'm guessing this takes place before the ruins of Alph were discovered. Otherwise, he really shouldn't have had any trouble finding some.
Oh, this is movie logic. You can't really compare the games to it. Otherwise, we'd be wondering why Giovanni never threw a Master Ball at Mewtwo.
Guys,
Then I am Entei.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're having a moment. We'd better, you know.
Yeah, we'd better leave them. Hey!
Oh, sorry. The reason for this impromptu make-believe session was because apparently Entei is the noble steed of the magical fairy princess. Molly, the young girl, really likes Entei because, well, look at him, he's freaking boss. And she says that her dad reminds her of him.
Entei's real big and strong, but it's still nice, just like you are, Papa.
Well, of course I remind you of Entei, dear girl. I'm Dan freaking Green, the most majestic American voice actor in all of anime. Now climb on my back.
ow! I stepped on a Lego.
This piece cannot last, though, since it'd be a very boring movie if it did. Unless Miyazaki directed it. Did Miyazaki direct this?
Miyazaki. You're asking me if Hayao Miyazaki, the Steven Spielberg of anime, the highest grossing director in all of Japan, directed Pokemon 3?
Yes?
No, he didn't do this one. Anyway, Molly's dad is called away via Skype to investigate a new development at his archaeological dig.
Wait, Molly's dad's an archaeologist? Hey, that's great. We finally have an example of the male version of the gorgeous scientist stereotype.
I'll be back just as soon as I can.
And he was never heard from again. Just kidding. After arriving in the Afghan Egyptistan through the power of the establishing shot, Dan Green does his best Keanu Reeves impression.
Holy crap, a giant rock!
We'll see.
After scanning the ruins with his QuickTime Media player, he finds an ancient Scrabble tile and Has a close encounter of the third dimension?
The heck was that? Since when do Pokemon send people to Lovecraftian limbo dimensions?
What are you, new? Pokemon's always had this pervading sense of creepiness and outright horror at times for those who know where to look for it. Cubone wears his mother's skull. Kadabra was once a human child. Heck, Yamask is a human soul that carries a mask in the shape of his once living face while retaining the memories of his previous life.
No kidding.
Hey, if I had to choose what happened after I died, I could think of worse things than turning into a Pokemon.
You know, in a way, this is almost a continuation of the dark Geiger-esque imagery in the first movie. Could it be that Nintendo want to take the movies in a more mature and intriguing direction?
I doubt it.
Yeah, it's totally a fluke. Well, we'll always have this scene.
La la la, I love being a kid. The sun is out, the bird-type Pokemon are singing. My dad hasn't been sucked into a nightmarish pocket dimension. It's so great not to have to deal with any kind of psychologically scarring trauma. What a tragic plot device that would be, huh?
Molly, I should tell her.
So after Molly is informed of her father's disappearance and left by herself in what looks like Xanadu estate, she looks over, I don't know, her inheritance? Seriously, they left a 5-year-old kid alone with a leading scientist's research and some priceless artifacts? Who are these people?
They look just like letters.
Okay, here's where they changed it from the Japanese version.
Oh, for the love of... honestly, is there no limit to how low 4 kids will stoop? Alright, what did they do this time? Inappropriate music?
Nope.
Censorship of ethnicity?
Nope.
Well, what is it?
Well, in that version, because it's in widescreen, we see more clearly that Molly wrote Mama, Scrabble style, against the words Papa, which is actually a pretty weak move as it would only give her 8 points.
Dude, not cool!
Oh, sorry. Anyways, because of that, 4 kids extended the line she says here to
They're together with me.
whereas in the original, she just said Papa.
Yeah? And?
That's it.
That's it? Really? I'm almost disappointed.
Yeah, what happened to the good old days when we had shoehorned in pop music and shoddy CGI and ethnic cleansing? Or what am I saying?
Well, there is one other change, but we'll get to that later.
So after the letters glow blue, signifying she got a double letter score, this happens.
Oh, hey there, little guy. What are you doing?
Yes, it seems Molly suffers from Miyazaki's disease, a common ailment in anime children wherein all their sense of shock and self-preservation is replaced with innocent wonder.
Seriously, she should at least have given us a better expression than mild surprise.
The Unown then start encasing the house in crystal.
And in this book, the artist imagined what some of them might look like.
Then I am Entei.
His impression of Entei was so terrible.
That joke was terrible.
Hey, I like the movie so far. According to the official Internet Critics Law book, if I like a movie, that means I can say whatever the heck I want about it without any consequences.
He's right, you know. It also says that any joke that was popular in previous reviews must be referenced as much as possible in the later ones.
Man, I need a copy of that book. Can I borrow yours, Linkara?
Sure, if you can beat me in a game of chess.
Moving on.
Are you the one who has called me here?
Papa, it's you. You look just like the Entei in the storybook, but it's you. Papa!
You guys aren't the only ones seeing this, right? Like, not just the fact that Molly's gone nuttier than a fruit loaf, but, you know, the whole mood of this sequence?
Oh, heck yeah, it's freaking dark. It's one of the reasons I'm really liking this movie so far. The children singing in the music with the imagery of a childlike element, in this case Crystal, blocking out all ties to the outside world, her father appearing before her in a form she associates with power and strength. You guys do realize what's happening here, right? The unknown are amplifying and physically manifesting a young girl's post-traumatic stress disorder.
Whoa.
Wait, you're not implying...
Oh, you bet I am. At least so far, Pokemon 3 is Silent Hill for kids.
If you'll excuse me, I need to go bleach my childhood.
We're not even to the freaking opening titles yet. Oh, wait, there they are. Now what fresh horror will this movie see fit to unleash upon us? Oh yeah, Ash. Forgot about him.
I know, right? What did any of that have to do with Ash?
Oh, I'm sure they'll find some way. You know how it is. They'll find out that Ash is the reincarnation of the great Poke Messiah who set up the whole thing so that Ash can learn something about himself that he'll forget about completely in the TV show.
Well, that's not important right now. It's time for the opening conflict.
Wondering what adventures await them as they travel into unknown territory. Never suspecting.
See what he did there?
Are any of you guys Pokemon trainers? Yeah, I'm Ash Ketchum from Pallet, and I want to be a Pokemon master.
And I'm desperate.
I'm a trainer too. Want to battle? Go ahead, Ash. All right.
It's not like I have a choice, seeing as I made eye contact with you and all.
Man, I love this fight scene.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, for one thing, it looks like they used all the leftover animation budget from 2000 on it. For another, it's probably one of the most realistic Pokemon battles ever put to film. There's no cutaways, no overly dramatic moves. It actually looks like two animals fighting.
I think I see what you're talking about. It's like a real slice of life from the Pokemon world. Like, this is what a Pokemon battle would look like in real life. Even the victory dances are so lovingly animated. It's like the director just put everyone in a room and said, you know what? Let's just cut the crap for once.
The whole thing is so good, it completely distracts you from the fact that they used Comic Sans as the font for the credits.
Mother of mercy, you're right!
Well played, 4Kids. Oh crap! I forgot to pick up my Butterfree!
Oh, come on. If Pikachu could beat Golem in one hit, he should be able to beat Quagsire. Both of them have ground as a secondary type.
Well, after the fight, they find out the trainer's name is Lisa, and she's heading to a place called Greenfield.
Greenfield's supposed to be a beautiful little town with beautiful gardens and a beautiful mountain with a beautiful mansion right at the top. Yeah, everything in Greenfield's beautiful.
Everything's beautiful in Greenfield.
We get it!
Get what? I still want to know if this Greenfield place is worth visiting. Is it pretty?
Oh no, they've stumbled into Final Fantasy 13!
Ah! Oh good, at least Team Rocket's here.
Beautiful fields of flowers that turn into a bizarre crystal wasteland that obliterates the entire...
Really is Final Fantasy 13.
I thought Greenfield was supposed to be pretty.
This is decidedly unfabulous.
Then some news crews show up in order to segue into Ash's stake in all this.
Which appears to have originated from the hilltop mansion of renowned Pokemon researcher Spencer Hale, whose wife mysteriously disappeared 2 years ago.
Wait, hang on. Molly's mum disappeared in some ruins too? What is it with the unknown in this kid's family?
Well, apparently in the Japanese version, it was revealed that Professor Hale's wife left him because he was so obsessed with the unknown. Either way, it's pretty tragic.
That girl needs therapy.
How much more can Spencer go through?
Hey, shouldn't Ash's dad be in those photos? Ugh, either Ash has the ultimate deadbeat dad, or... Nah.
Oh, come on. We all know Ash has a dad. One day he'll show up and Ash will realize that Professor Oak was truly the father figure in his life. Or that it was Giovanni.
Or maybe the reason Professor Oak acted as Ash's father figure was because he was...
It's a kid show! That's not what happened!
Don't worry, Linkara. I won't let him ruin your childhood.
You're one to talk, you poker shipper.
What?
Anyway, Professor Oak mentions that Professor Hale was one of his best students and that he had recently sent him some of his research. We then find out that not only can a registered archaeologist not spell the name of his research subjects properly, but his grammar is terrible.
You've known Spencer since you were a schoolgirl, haven't you?
I'm worried about him, Professor. And I'm worried about Molly.
Hey, did you guys hear that? Mrs. Kitchen's voice actor just slipped into Ash for a second. I didn't even know they were played by the same woman.
Ash is played by a girl?
Oh yeah, it's just like Bart Simpson in Ben 10. Some women are just really good at prepubescent male voices.
Bart Simpson is played by a girl? Wait, and you're giving me problems?
Anyway, the Unknown's influence continues to spread as Professor Oak arrives at the scene in 10 seconds flat via supersonic minivan.
And Mom. Oh, hi, honey.
Jeez, lady, you haven't seen your son in months, probably. At least show some kind of embarrassing affection.
How's my Pokemon master?
Ah, there we go.
I'm doing great.
Who's a good Pokemon master? You are?
Mom,
yes,
do you
are?
have to do this every time we're on national television?
Papa, I want a mama too.
If that is what you wish.
That was actually kind of touching and somewhat realistic if you think about it. Molly just wanted things to be the way they were, albeit the way they were perceived in her mind. Now that she realizes the power she wields, she begins to exploit it and dig deeper into her memories. If you think about it, you could see it as a parallel to the coping mechanisms that some people develop after traumatic events.
This music sounds kind of familiar.
Ash's mom, I'm not calling her Delia, explains to the group exactly what the haps is with the Hales.
Mom? Yes, but he and his family came back to Pallet Town for a visit a few years ago. Don't you remember? Yeah, sorta. First, Spencer's wife disappeared. And now all this...
She didn't disappear. She left the guy because he was a workaholic.
Ah, let it go. The film's dark enough as it is.
Speaking of which...
What is that?
I have come for you.
Take me to her. Take me to my child.
Boom! Fast, adequately foreshadowed, and believable high-stakes conflict. Ugh, I love this movie!
Dang!
But why didn't Ash use his Pokédex on Entei when he had the chance? He didn't know it was gonna take his mom at first.
I know I left my chessboard around here somewhere.
Hold on, it's carrying her away.
Mom! Pikachu!
Oh, all I have ever loved.
After Entei successfully brainwashes and kidnaps Ash's mom, we're then treated to another dose of adorable creepiness.
I have brought you what you wished for.
Mama? Mama! You called me Mama. Yeah, and I'm Molly, remember? Thank you, Papa. Can we all stay here forever?
If that is what you wish.
This girl has issues that would give Freud a headache.
But she's so cute, and it's so sad.
Not sure of Gusta?
Your world is getting bigger.
It's so pretty, Papa.
Sure, if you like crystals. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I know a lot of girls with stupid hair that love crystals. I mean...
Look, Molly. Everything the choking death crystals from another dimension touch is your kingdom.
You know, this is actually pretty heavy stuff. This omnipotent potential has been placed in the hands of a grief-stricken girl, and she's slowly destroying the world while extorting others to enact her trauma-enhanced fantasies.
Oh, we know. This is just our way of coping with it.
Yeah. Heck, right now both of you look like my mother. Why are you leaving me, Mother?
Okay, well, yeah, we see that Entei has been revered since caveman times as a legendary Pokemon, and that he was apparently worshipped as an Egyptian god at one point. Nothing less from Dan Green.
Even though the Egyptians worshipped cats and Entei's meant to be a legendary dog, but that's a whole new level of nitpick.
Then, all of a sudden,
Charizard!
Yay! Wait, what? Huh?
That's somewhat random.
I know, why would they just show Charizard there unless...
Awesome!
So does that mean we're going to get cameos from Pidgeot and Butterfree and Haunter and, I guess not.
Then the authorities actually show some intelligence for once and attempt to excavate the crystal rather than wait around for a 10-year-old kid to save the world.
Leave us alone!
The Dark Mistress is appeased. All is well.
I know it's hard to believe, but there's no other explanation.
You know, you really shouldn't have to convince Professor Oak of anything, Guy. You saw the unknown with your own eyes. It's not your fault Professor Oak doesn't accept an eyewitness account from a registered scientist.
Mama and Papa and me just want to stay by ourselves forever, so stay away!
Molly!
Did she just say her mother and father were with her?
That couldn't be. You said Professor Hale disappeared, didn't you?
Yes.
And what about her mom?
And why does that girl look like Pete's wife from the old Goof Troop cartoon?
This is just like before, Papa!
Except you're a lot hairier.
I'm not gonna wait around anymore, Pikachu! It's up to us to save Mom on our own. Pika!
Screw the police! I'm the chosen one!
What's this?
Hey Ash, good luck with your suicide mission. Just let me plug the new game and I'll be out of your life forever.
You know, she was completely pointless, wasn't she? Oh well, at least she had a cool design. We then catch up with Team Rocket, who are showing remarkable intelligence and flying over the crystal. Why doesn't Ash just do that with Noctowl or something?
Ah, but then Entei appears and demonstrates why they can't just fly over.
Dude, that was pretty brutal. I hope they're okay.
You kidding? These are the guys that survive a 50-foot drop every episode. They're fine.
Ash and the others begin to infiltrate the mansion, leading to one of the awesomest snap-out-of-it moments ever.
I don't understand, Mama. Why is that boy trying to get into our house?
Tonight, rising. He is so grounded.
Ash, get down from there this second! Mama, what's wrong? Oh, nothing?
After that, we get a bit more exposition regarding the unknown, specifically how they manifest the dreams and desires of those they connect with.
So, Professor Hale desired to be sucked into a hell dimension?
No, wait. Maybe his desire was to see his daughter happy. Then the unknown read this and kidnapped him so that the tiles would be transported to his home so that they could grant Molly's desires.
I don't know, that's pushing it. But I can't think of a better explanation, so I'll go with it.
Cyndaquil, flamethrower!
Jeepers, that was hardcore!
Crap just got real!
Let's do it! Flamethrower! Use your water gun!
That was really intelligent. Holy crap, they actually used their Pokemon in smart and logical ways, rather than, I don't know, having Ash body check the window and have the power of destiny be the reason it doesn't grow back. They totally could have gone with that in the hands of a lesser writer, but here, this is one of the reasons I like this movie. It shows the characters acting smart in the face of an adversary. For the most part. They still should have waited for military backup or something, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
I'm tired of crystals, Daddy. I want glass staircases and giant green blood veins with huge Kool-Aid bubbles floating in the air.
As you wish, weirdo.
After we follow Team Rocket as they do what they do best, which is to say they discover the source of infinite power and look at it, we get the funniest line of the movie.
Come on.
I haven't seen this many strange letters since the last time I placed a personal ad.
And then watch as Molly prepares to challenge Ash to a Pokemon battle. How does she do this?
Maybe I'm not old enough to have Pokemon.
I'm pretty sure that if preschoolers can be Pokemon trainers, you're pretty safe, or you could do that.
So now she's a 16-year-old with a 4-year-old's mind.
So she's just like a regular teenager. Hey-oh!
Daddy, I have a lot of questions about what just happened to my body.
Oh, heck no! That is not in my contract!
Molly finally confronts Ash in her new outfit, and Brock deigns to stay and distract her while the others move forward.
Easy. By any chance, would your name be Molly?
That's right. My name's Molly Hale. Brock, she can't be Professor Hale's daughter. She's too old.
Hey, how did he know that was Molly?
Oh, Brock has a sixth sense that tells him whether a girl is off limits or not. He was able to tell that Ash wasn't a girl when he dressed up in drag that one time, remember? It was probably the fact that he wasn't attracted to Molly that tipped him off.
Hey, that's actually pretty clever.
Zubat, I choose you!
And that wasn't.
A Zubat? It's a 3-on-3 battle, you only have like 4 Pokemon, and you choose Zubat?
Actually, Brock uses Zubat in quite a smart way, but that's besides the point. We're actually having a straight Pokemon battle in a Pokemon movie.
I know, it's surprisingly rare to actually see a proper battle in the movies, which is odd considering that that's what people usually want to see in a Pokemon movie!
A Teddy Ursa, huh? Figures a cute Pokemon trainer'd have a cute Pokemon.
Watch it, Brock. Remember the age of the lady you're talking to.
And my Onyx is just how I like to rock and roll.
Rock and roll, huh? That's funny.
Hey, I made you laugh. That's my first victory today.
It's like he has trouble turning it off.
Guy needs a girlfriend bad.
After a flippin' awesome battle where Molly uses her big furry game shark to win, we catch up with Ash, who's still racing to find his mom.
Boy, this Crystal Empire sure has a lot of stairs.
Molly, have you seen this?
Wait, but isn't she down there with... Huh?
Good grief, no wonder she's tired. I heard girls were better at multitasking, but dang!
Mama, I'm really glad you're here. You're by yourself a lot, aren't you, Molly? Yeah. Have you been lonely? Maybe a little.
I got something in my, manly thing.
Yeah, me too.
Must be the pollen in the air.
In an MMO?
Hey, shut up!
Then Misty takes on Molly in another seriously awesome battle scene as Ash finally reaches his mom.
Hey, where's Brock?
Probably dead.
Oh.
Anyway, Ash's mom finally breaks it to Molly that she's not her mom. She takes it about as well as you'd expect.
Oh crap, she's going to impale them on crystal spikes. What a hippie way to go. Jeez, I was just kidding. Holy crap.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, don't just run away. If the book's prophesizing this, turn to the last page and find out how this all ends.
So the dark worm Giratina rises from its eternal slumber and crushes the princess's bones before devouring the earth and condemning its inhabitants to endless insanity. Good to know.
Molly starts going berserk and Ash tries to fight off a legendary Pokemon with a Totodile. Seriously.
What?
Put him up, put him up.
Huh?
What, he looks like the Cowardly Lion. Don't tell me you don't see it.
Huh, I guess he does. After the gorgeously animated fight goes about as well as can be expected, and Molly is further confronted by Ash's mom to face reality, for the first time, Ash is launched through the air.
It looks like Ash Ketchum's blasting off again. What the?
What? Okay, I know they foreshadowed this somewhat with the scene earlier, but this still comes flipping out of nowhere. I mean, come on, this is totally unrealistic. Do they really expect us to buy that Charizard just happened to...
Ash is fighting an Entei on a Charizard, Linkara. I think your argument is invalid.
Yeah, okay.
After a spectacular extended fight scene, Entei finally has Charizard ready for the killing blow. But then...
Yes, you see now, don't you, Molly? Pokemon aren't meant to fight. Not like this.
Not like this!
Molly accepts that her parents are gone and is willing to move on. Entei is about to leave when suddenly...
Let's stay calm.
Professor, something's happening.
It's the Unown. They've generated so much psychic energy that they're unable to control it any longer.
How do you know that? I said, how do you know that? Answer me, dang it! Is it on your computer? What's that on the screen there? Is that the script?
I'm pretty sure Pokemon don't have psychic reserves. I don't know what's really going on here. Hey, maybe they ran out of PP and now they're hurting themselves.
Oh, blah blah plot device. What's Ash gonna do?
Why does this keep happening to me?
Seriously, he's what, 3 for 3 now?
This kid has like the survival skills of a lemming.
Well, after nothing seems to work, Entei arrives on the scene to save the day. After a heart of the cards speech to Molly, ironic considering it's Dan Green's voice.
I was born of your dreams. If you believe in me, there is nothing I cannot do.
Papa!
Molly, help me!
Molly, you have to believe in Entei. Believe it can stop the Unown, and it will.
Entei pushes through the Unown's shield and disrupts the psychic core.
That's actually kind of sad when you think about it. Entei is really just an illusion, so doing this would pretty much blink him out of existence. He finally has a choice in the matter, and he's still sacrificing his life for Molly.
Oh yeah, but did he need to? Last I checked, Molly was still in control of everything. Couldn't she have wished for Entei to be like 20 feet tall or have an anti-Unown cannon on his back or, heck, wished the Unown gone? I mean, it would have created a physical oxymoron, but still.
I know! What was the point of the whole you gotta believe thing when she can flood the world with a mere thought? It just seems like a weird message to throw in there. How can you believe in something more when you can see it right in front of you? Ah, well, all that aside, the Unown finally snap out of it. Entei is at peace.
I must go now.
My planet needs me!
The Unown return everything back to normal and bring Professor Hale back to the land of the living.
Actually, that's the only other major change from the Japanese version.
What is?
That short scene where Professor Hale is dumped back from the Hell Dimension was originally played during the end credits. 4Kids moved it earlier so that kids leaving early wouldn't ask their parents disturbing questions. I actually think it was a pretty good idea.
Finally, we receive a sign-off from Team Rocket signifying that they, at least, have learned nothing from the experience.
Cue shoehorned in pop music that is... You know what? Aside from a dignified pop song that was specifically written for the actual movie, they didn't put any songs in the credits at all. They're learning! I'm so proud.
Hey look! Molly's mom came back!
Aww.
So, that was Pokemon the Movie 3, Spell of the Unknown. Was it good?
Actually, yeah!
I would actually be so bold as to call this the perfect Pokemon movie. It contained everything a Pokemon fan could want. Awesome, well-animated battles between trainers, an expansion of the universe, high stakes.
Yeah, and did you notice that the stakes were much more personal this time around? It wasn't some grand prophecy or Mewtwo wanting to gloat over him. Ash's mother got kidnapped. It's a situation that the average person can relate to. Although you could say the first movie felt a bit more grand and cinematic. This one made you a lot more invested in what was going on, and it did it smart. It's still my favorite Pokemon movie, and it gets better whenever I see it.
Yeah, it was nice that Ash was not the Poké Messiah in this movie, just a very naughty boy.
The animation is some of the best I've ever seen in Pokemon, and they don't just use it on the big action scenes. They used just as much of the animation budget on the simple things like the trainer battle, and it helped you become more immersed in the world. Even better, 4Kids hardly changed anything at all in this movie. They translated it well, they didn't cut or dumb down anything, and they allowed this mature story to be told the way that it was meant to be told.
That is probably the strongest point of this movie, the story. You really feel sorry for this girl, and some of the more emotional scenes and subtle cues are just heartbreaking. It took the theme of a young girl dealing with the loss of her family and integrated it throughout the entire film. Did you notice that the castle really did reflect Molly's state of mind? When she was happy, yet delusional, the world was pretty, yet sterile and stagnant. By the end, when she's confused and has to come to terms with reality, everything is hard, cold, spiky, and pushes everything away, including herself. It was a simple yet very profound and mature message when you think about it. It's difficult to deal with grief, but choosing to ignore it and living in a fantasy world where everything is always great won't let you move past it, and it'll end up hurting everyone around you. In the end, Molly might not have even understood that, but she realizes that her selfish behavior hurt people, and she chose to end it.
Isn't that what Y Ruler of Time said?
So, it's those kind of theories and hidden meanings that you can find in the narrative that really elevate this above your average Pokemon movie, or even your average kids movie. This is a movie that can be enjoyed no matter what your stance on Pokemon. It's just a good family film.
Not bad for what's essentially Silent Hill for kids.
Excellent. It was tough, but you were able to overcome and review objectively what is considered the best Pokemon movie without disrespecting it. You have completed your third trial admirably. Return here when you're ready for what is perhaps the most polarizing movie yet. Pokemon Forever.
Oh man, I hate that one. Can't we skip it?
Not on your life.
I don't know, guys. I'm not sure I can give an objective review on Pokemon 4. I just think it sucks.
Wait, we can work around this. If we can find someone who genuinely loves it, maybe we'd be able to balance it out.
Yeah, but where would we find someone like that?
Oh, hey! It's
children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel the way that every child should.